Umbrella, J106, playing Legend Heroes. Trying to find the horse and found that I don't know what part it is. Where's part 18? Yeah, 18. So yeah. So let's get to the story. No. So I think it was the last part of rally, and I'm going back. Just like that. Yeah, back in the real world. Hello, 1, 2, 3, so yeah. I feel like this thing is
Here goes!
Agnes. But why? On top of that, I'm still bothered by whatever Grammy's up to. Whatever the truth behind the space program is, it's something we can no longer ignore. Everything that's going to happen from here on, it's important that you guys learn it on your own.
she really I'm gonna switch to the
Even if my own brother stands in our way, I need to know now. Right. And whatever we find out will help Agnes too.
Hey, boss man, you better give her one hell of a talking to once this is all done.
You're damn right I will. But first things first, we gotta have a chat with Mr. President.
There will be no turning back from here. We best be sure we're fully prepared.
That's gonna be the last Apollo Rogan when the problem with the band. So yeah, we spent like Credibility Criticized sit there. July 12th, 6 p.m.
You've come, ladies and gentlemen of Arkwright Solutions. With Beauty's blade, the divine blade of silver, and the former Kitty and Roaring Lion in tow at that, it stands to reason that you've defeated both Hercules and Mirabelle, having made it this far. Yeah, we're here to take you up on your invitation. Not just to learn what my part-timer's deal is, but also to expose this overblown project of yours from top to bottom, President Granhart.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust the camera, so yeah.
We're finally down to less than 15 minutes before launch. You won't want to look away for even a second, folks.
Citizens of Calvert. No, viewers all across Zemuria. Please join us in witnessing this momentous feat for the ages.
Huh? It's on yes.
Oh, so it is. And wasn't that Dominique with her?
Why are they heading to the tower now of all times? It's not even supposed to be open today. Otherwise, the observation deck would have been my first choice of where to come cleaning.
Hey, Mommy? Maxim?
Say no more, sweetie. Let's go and ask if they'd like to join us.
Right.
Hold on a second. If we do that, we'll miss the launch.
Come on, we gotta hurry. We can't ignore on yes on her birthday.
Now commencing final sequence. All systems green for Prometheus 4.
Subhatches 1 through 8 on standby. Answerers also on standby.
Roger that. Come in, Major Amelia Harren. Comms will be closed until terminal countdown. May the goddess be with you.
May the goddess be with you. Glory to the Republic. And hope for Zemuria. Be back soon, Mission Control. Papa.
I told you not to call me. Never mind. Go get him, Amelia. We now come to you live from the hot springs paradise of Longlai, not far from Zeku Space Base.
As you can see, crowds from all over are here to see for themselves this historic triumph.
Historic triumph. How much less this would weigh on me, if that's all.
It's true that this will mark the very first time Zemuria has seen a human make it to outer space.
But there's another, more critical layer that overshadows that accomplishment, isn't there?
Enough to make you scrounge up those dirtbags over there for some extra muscle.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
Though we can hardly fault the hostility.
Yes, they do. Well, I'm really coming to give me some. Battleline, no. I can't finish simulation.
Wait, where'd they come from?
Well, both did survive the event of Erasmus. The authorities ought to have them behind bars.
Oh, curb the shock and awe. Marduk and the presidential office struck a deal on what to do with us, isn't it? And just like that, we were handed off to Marduk.
Though I knew full well it would entail living on and showing. By no means did we have the right to refuse. Ours was an exceptional case made in the name of raising Project Leviathan's success rate by a mere 0.03%.
Huh. So that's the story.
And in essence, you had what amounted to a life sentence in prison completely commuted.
Gossip, is this really how low you're all willing to sink?
Do not judge this from a warrior's perspective. In this time of heavenly upheaval, we did nothing more than bring together the pieces necessary to guarantee security. Further, granting special provisions to these two was deemed far more preferable to Gerard Dantes and Melchior. Of course, both are fitted with an insurance policy of sorts, should either attempt to betray or escape us.
Remotely detonated explosive collars?
You actually developed something that gruesome?
can see how you'd feel the need. Though those looks in their eyes say it won't be necessary.
A rather charitable assumption.
Our necks are in the noose here, precious. You won't hear a peep from us. So go on. Chat your hearts out.
Real convincing.
We've got more important topics to get to anyway.
Well, let's have you start from the top. Tell us all about this Project Leviathan, Mr. President.
Certainly. I summoned you here to do just that. We do have some luxury of time, courtesy of the Genesees. Whatever questions you have, I'll answer as best I can. But first, let me make clear that I'm no one of significance. Sheena Deer, Claude Epstein, Latoya Hamilton. Compared to them, or even my wife Sophie and mother-in-law Lilia, I'm just an average soldier who rose to the political stage. But nevertheless, as one who knows the truth of this world, as a citizen of not only Calvert, but Zemuria itself, as a husband, son-in-law, and above all else, father, I have a duty to stop the cradle of time from continuing to imprison our world as it has.
Whole world is imprisoned?
Cradle of time?
As I thought.
Consider the vestiges and E-factor contamination events that occurred in recent days. They can be thought of as fluctuations that emerged in response to the prospect of the cradle's destruction. You might even call them aftershocks from the past and future, so to speak, albeit ones incapable of interfering with our designs.
What in the hell are you getting at?
It's just as that apostle. Or rather, as Melchior told us in Anchorville.
That it could all be spun as protecting Zemuria, you mean?
From destruction by entry, from catastrophes on the scale of the Great Collapse. And this protection is made possible by means of a of a safety device. It's a force more relentless than the sealed space or the vanished mirage, and more absolute than the steel wrought from fire and earth's fateful clash. Yet, there are those who do not believe that to be so. One such person being this country's president, Roy Grant. Evidently, his plan is well laid. Even the head of the society is willing to let it run its course, I hear.
Well now, I'm not sure whether to feel honored or ashamed receiving recognition from someone even a terrorist would call evil.
But my, how time flies.
To think that this is already 3 years in the making.
More specifically, it was immediately following President Granhart's electoral victory 3 years ago that Project Leviathan began. Its primary objective, put simply, is the destruction of the entity barring the world of Zemuria from its future. At the time, it was still 1 month prior to the Battle of Jormungand. The plan was shared only with Air Force General Haring and a select few members of the CID. Though initially received with partial skepticism, preparations and inquiries continued in secret behind the war's curtain. From there, be it the truth of what the Institute had disguised as outer space, Marduk's classified data, or intel from the Church, society, and so on, evidence that substantiates the President's hypothesis began steadily amassing.
Said hypothesis is that within that false outer space lies one of the septarians bestowed by the goddess. That the treasure itself is keeping this world we call Zemuria sealed away while influencing the thoughts of those who live here. Last but not least, that it is evaluating this world by unknown criteria, then rewinding to the start of the same 1200-year cycle.
Bullshit. No way that holds water.
Yet all these factions, from the church to the society, they're acting on the premise that this will happen?
Perhaps this is the church's eschaton and the society's eternal returns, as well as the heavens turn the sword hermit mentioned.
Whether it's real is another question, but all those terms definitely seem to be pointing toward the same thing.
Well, Ikaruga's the one working with them. How have you not heard this stuff by now?
Like I said before, even we were only let in on a fraction of the project, but the Heaven's Turn does come up in an Ikarugan folktale. In order to prevent it, we accepted their contract. That's the difference between us and those who know the crux of things, like Marduk. And I do mean both of you.
Absolutely disarmed.
The jig is up, General Manager. Your little voyeurism got caught in the act.
Tut, tut. I prefer to think of myself more as an observer. Thank you very much.
Mr. Thorndyke.
Miss Twinings, I trust your temporary assignment is going smoothly. Do feel at liberty to continue it without reservation. Now then, if you will permit me to elaborate. Marduk has indeed been aware of and speculating over this for some time. I refer, of course, to the spatio-temporal rollback induced by the Septarian of Time, the Grand Reset. To dispel some mystique, our risk management AI was originally devised in aims of forestalling this very event. However, from Liberl to Crossbell to Erebonia, such incidents as the Retributive Tower were followed by accelerated increases in the possibility of its occurrence. Yet, curiously enough, its likelihood seemed to lessen for a time during the Battle of Jormungand against the Empire, ascendancy over Zemuria, and the subjugation of its people under the reign of the Septarian of Steel. Rather ironic that this undesirable aim actually led to the process of rewinding the world, what we call the Grand Reset, being deferred. Incidentally, as has been pointed out, the Church and the Society have been working independently to address this eventuality. However, there are others who you could say have taken preparatory measures of a more concrete persuasion. Professor Epstein, for instance, progenitor of Orbal civilization and creator of the Genesis. As well as his disciple, Professor Latoya Hamilton, who created remarkable substitutes for those same devices. And let us not forget the inaugural Grimcat, Madame Dominique Lanster, or Lilia Claudel, formerly Epstein. Perhaps one might even count President Graham Hart's departed wife Sophie and daughter Agnes among them.
Thank you, Mr. Thorndyke. But I believe that's quite enough supplementary exposition.
Forgive me. It would seem I have overstepped my bounds.
Whether it's the Church, the Society, or Professors Epstein or Hamilton, we understand that their plans to address this crisis are based on the assumption that it's inevitable. But as the President of the Republic of Calvin, the foremost country in Zemuria, I cannot quietly sit and accept that. Having decided that, I went ahead with my own plans, which at this moment are near completion.
If I may interrupt, these plans naturally involve some level of risk, no?
But of course, I have no intention of denying that. Our target is currently in a state of pre-activational dormancy in outer space, far above Calvardian skies. We predict it will react to our attack with some kind of defense mechanism, albeit nothing too much for Major Amelia's assault frame and expertise. Even if it were to launch an assault on the surface, our air fleets and armored aviation division should be up to the task.
Additionally, out of consideration for casualties outside the Republic, we have already notified all other foreign administrations covertly. Marduk's risk management AI assessment currently places the odds at 7 to 2 in Calvert's, and by extension, the entire human race's favor. A 70% chance of project success against a 20% chance of failure. with the remaining 10% mathematically impossible to determine.
An insanely shortcoming on our part. Even that much room for error is simply disgraceful. I believe a slightly more accurate figure could be derived, however, with some cooperation from the, shall we say, more conscious mayor.
You're the last person I want to hear talking about her like she's some kind of tool.
Still, isn't all that just the picture of arrogance? Even if the scales are slightly tipped our way, you're still betting the fate of all humanity on a high-stakes gamble. What right does the head of a single nation have to make such a far-reaching decision?
Even so, there's not much time remaining. If we do nothing, it appears the reset will still happen in late August of this year.
Precisely when the sun, moon, and septium planets will be in conjunction. Such is also spoken of in Krugan folklore, though perhaps it was relayed to Hamilton's pupils as well.
Oh yeah, that wasn't the chance passed down by our people.
So the assignments Gran gave me, Essie, and Jan, they were all in anticipation of this.
That just leaves the question of how you even know about this. My money says it has something to do with Agnes's mom and grandma.
You'd win that wager. Each of them carried out their role as a successor to Professor Epstein's last wishes. Their reasoning for going through with it was noble. But still. Hence why I called Agnes to the capital and kept her in confinement. Though, admittedly, temporarily borrowing the power of her inheritance over there was additional motivation.
While it isn't quite their intended application, they do appear to improve the AI's assessment accuracy. This seems an ideal arrangement for you as well, seeing as it prevents the young lady from using them recklessly.
Renee.
Gotta admit, this all seems way too big for one small-time odd jobber from Edith. Still, I've got 3 bones to pick here. First off, Agnes and the rest of us busted our asses finally getting those Genesees together. You using them after the fact without our say-so doesn't sit right. So we'll just be taking them back.
Yeah, what you're doing isn't any different from the Garden Master.
And having some grand cause, no matter how noble, doesn't earn you a free pass.
Second, Professor Hamilton, Ouroboros, and the church might be fine playing the waiting game on your clearance. But kicking back and letting it slide without cross-checking all the mind blowers you've dropped ain't the way we roll. And since it sounds like my own baggage is involved, I'm gonna keep on nosing in till I'm good and satisfied.
Same here. I'll find out the facts. Not just about what Gran's thinking, but this too. As will I, on the Guild's behalf. Particularly when it impacts the future of each and every person on the continent.
That just leaves the third and most important point. We promised you as a party for today's birthday girl. And that's non-negotiable. I'll really be in for it on the off chance I can't follow her request through. That 4SPG rounds out the list of every reason we need to put a minor delay on your timeline. No biggie though, right? We're talking a manned flight into outer space here. A little setback or two just comes with the uncharted territory.
Rather than losing an opportunity, perhaps you could regard this as a chance to gain collaborators.
Yeah, given your approval rating, smoothing it over with the public would be a cinch.
You truly are an intriguing one, Spigen. As are all your assistants. Part of me hoped that all these aggressive moves I've made would draw someone out. Someone who had a better way forward.
T-minus 6 minutes until launch, Mr. President. The final phase is on track to begin. Should you wish to order a non-emergency hold, please do so before the countdown reaches 0.
Boy, oh boy. Looks like things are really hitting the fan over there. We've all got jobs to take care of. So if you want to push ours back, that's no skin off my nose.
Mind your words now, Major. I'm afraid we can't risk letting this chance slip. Kincaid, our Duke Security Division.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Our final contract must be fulfilled. Oh, luminous flame.
Fully unleashing your namesake Hansin from the outset, are we? And on more than just himself, it seems.
You really do know how to light a fire. And this high-performance blaster should stand up nicely for my needle gun.
You'll forgive us the apparent act of foul play, given our disparity in numbers. After so long away from the battlefield, I aim to savor every seething moment.
You're going down!
You'll surpass my brother. The rest of you, too.
When was it I last faced off against you two? The school sports day that one fall?
Yes. At the final buzzer, we ended up just a few points short.
But this time it's us who are coming out ahead.
Okay. Guess I'll go along for the ride myself. There's no better way to see what lies down the road.
I accept your challenge, Divine Blade of Ruin. With that, prepare to be intercepted.
Boy, does fate get a kick out of toying with you. Still, whatever it has in store, I'll see it through.
Mankind's future hinges on this moment. It includes even wretches like ourselves. We must give our all.
First, gonna use that throughout
To me, everyone. President Blow!
I'll turn the tide. Hook yourself up.
You won't break this. Stand and guard!
Mm-hmm. Feeling fine. Okay, let's go. Spirit beautification. Mm-hmm. Feeling fine.
Her arms are right there.
DOC's up.
That's the worst you can do.
Futo, me, yo. Surube, yura.
I shall handle this.
That's the worst you can do.
Activate.
No more holding back.
My move now. There!
Please.
No use. Assisting.
Will not be discussing. I'd stick my flames on it. It pains me to harm a co-worker. But at the moment, I am employed under Mr. Arkwright.
Use every tool at your disposal, including the Divine Blade.
Much appreciated. Hoping you won't hold back this time.
So we're gonna load HP, that's why it's third line. 2, 3, and line.
Time to close in.
Good.
Think you could break this? Elaine!
Now's a great time for a sharp boost.
I like where this is headed.
DOC activate.
Engaging
To
skill.
you. Bravery.
Taking point.
Engaging skill.
Lord.
Much appreciated.
Appreciate that.
Our final bastion. Approach if you dare, Spirit. Go ahead. See your convictions through. If you can. Better believe we will. Now let's do this. Look.
Here!
My chance!
Here's your chance to boost.
Time for a new look.
Get going, Dan.
House! Green Force!
Much appreciated.
Appreciate that.
No more games. Attack me if you dare.
Round them all up!
We should go on the attack.
I'll lend a hand. All right, Sharpie.
You're finally free from Armada. So why did you?
Putting aside being leashed by Marduk races, it's not so bad getting to play on such a high-profile stage.
Whatever. All we need to do is to show him who's boss again.
How dare you! Engaging skills. Boost gauge upgraded.
Give it up. It's over.
I'm with you.
Get up to 11. Make some noise.
Take better of
Unexpected. I'll have to redouble my aid to the Han scene.
Not too shabby. Reminds me of that during Pandemonium.
I'll smash you in Take better of Proceed, Silverblade.
Let's do this! Activating
Much
Sharp
appreciated.
Appreciate that.
We should go on the attack.
Celica.
I'll aid you.
You're down!
Think you could reach us?
COC, activate. Fire. Target acquired. Take this. I'm here to stop them. Disaster range.
Way to fire me up!
On Abira Unken. Celica.
I'll aid you.
Think you could reach us?
We'll take that! Round them all up!
Attack me if you dare.
Round them all up!
Okay, I think everything else is already on.
Assistant. Acknowledge.
Such fervor. I can see you've honed your skills.
Hope that worked off some of my debt.
Is that all you and your cohorts can do, Spriggan? Don't start getting cocky, Renee. We're kicking your ass.
No, okay.
Oh no.
Relax.
Take better.
Impressive. But one of the vestiges still got the better of you, didn't she?
No, I need to focus on getting on rest back now.
And this so you've outdone me. However,
COC, activate! More sex things, all mine!
I'm with you.
Displaying details. Focus unleashed.
I'm with you.
That's covered.
Engaging skill.
Mm-hmm. Feeling fine.
Already here.
Zero pain. 2 out. Think you can break this? We can win this!
House! Green Force!
Much appreciated.
Appreciate that. I like where this is headed. On my blade, I bound. Come and take a stand. Mm-hmm. Feeling fine. Let's get started. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight. Now! Behold! Zero Queen! Get down! Think you can break this? Elaine!
Engaging skill.
Sure. With me, Honor's Mom. To heal.
Here to help.
Time to close in. Acknowledge. Wide open.
Alright, sharp field engaged.
Go for it, Elaine! House! Green Force!
Much appreciated.
Appreciate that. COC activate!
Engaging
Up to you.
skill.
This is it. Lido! Thunder! She's in Honor's Mom. To heal. Still more.
Engaging skill.
Yeah. That's some extra. You're next, Shizuna.
Charged and ready. Activating skill.
Shit. Too slow. Think you can break this? Still got more. Shit. Too slow. Think you can break this?
COC, activate.
ready.
You'll pay for that! Here goes! House! Green Force!
Much appreciated.
Appreciate that.
Got it!
Come on,
You want this? You're crushed!
I pushed this far against a roster like ours. Well done.
I will always strive to better myself. But you always cheat. Here's the higher I get.
Well fought. But you've seen nothing yet.
An even bigger boost?
So he's got more left to give? Color me impressed. We
can still keep up, though. As long as we do it together.
Yeah. If it's a throwdown he wants, then let's kick him to the curb and back.
Don't go forgetting who you are, Renee Kincaid. You always have a scheme brewing for every situation. So what's our prick of a student council pres doing rolling over on someone else's command? You ain't off the hook either, Boyd Gramhart. The reason you scheduled the launch for today was so it'd line up with Von Guest's birthday, wasn't it?
That's very nice.
If that ain't the mark of a dopey dad, I don't know what is. This whole project's about putting your daughter before everyone else, right? Why didn't you tell her a damn thing about it? Only family you two got is each other. Is it that hard to just lay your cards on the table?
It's not too late. The both of you can still talk this over. And as far as you're concerned, Renee, I feel just the same as Faye. The you that we know so well would never go to such lengths out of the goodness of his heart.
Rather unflattering words, those. That said, what do either of you truly know about me?
Counting down to liftoff.
Unfortunately, die has already been cast. With this, Project Leviton's final phase is now in motion.
I'm gonna take part of it next time. I'll say that. Or I can do the last part. Like, subscribe, and see you next part.